Welcome back to my series on watercolor painting, and today we are going to create two sunset landscapes. With each of my watercolor videos, I've been showing you different techniques and tips, but I also like to show you two different variations of those same techniques to open you up to making your own choices and your own adjustments and developing that creative voice inside. In my first sunset scene, I'm going to use vibrant warm colors as my color scheme, and I'm also going to show you how to create a reflection in water. So I set my scene with a lighthouse, but you will be able to make your own choice for your silhouette. For my second scene, I'm going to do a triadic primary color scheme, which means I'm going to use yellow, red, and blue. I'm going to repeat the same cloud and water technique, but instead I'm going to create a mountain silhouette scene. So our first step is creating a light gradation wash. So you can see I wet the paper and start with yellow in the center, and I'm going to move out with my color gradation. So I'm going to go with orange on both sides because the sky is going to be reflected in the water. So I go from yellow, orange to red on both sides. Now we are going to add a couple of darker brush strokes to show our cloud texture in the sky. If you want some more tips on creating clouds, make sure to check out my last video where we did some watercolor clouds. But in this watercolor scene, we are going to create some water reflections as well. So these are just going to be some thin lines repeating the order of colors so that the water is reflecting the sky. You want to create some space in between these lines so we can have some highlights reflecting the sun. My paint is still wet, so I am going to dab a little bit of the paint out to create a space for the sun. Now I am going to add some more layers of contrast as the page is drying. I can let these colors be a little bit more vibrant and darker, creating some more clouds and more in my reflection. I love to look at other examples of skies and water reflections to help inform my process. I wanted to show you a variation using the same tips and tricks, but just changing some things up. Maybe adjusting the colors that I choose, adjusting where that horizon line is going to be, but using those same essential skills. Now on our final layer, we're going to add some context and space by creating a silhouette. Whenever I do this, I make sure I create some image references to look at as I am drawing. So for me, on the left, I'm going to create a lighthouse. So I love to have lots of different examples to help inform my process. On the right, I'm going to create a more natural scene by doing some plants that are a silhouette in the front. So what do you want to do for your silhouettes to create space and context? Do you want to do a more natural scene? Do you want to do something more urban? Maybe you want to do a city as the sun is setting, or maybe you want to do a tree, maybe an island silhouette. It's all up to you. Make your own choices. Take these tips and tricks and turn them into your own unique artwork. There's nothing more satisfying than removing the tape and seeing those nice clean edges on my watercolor paintings, revealing my final results. I love to use the Scotch tape that is specifically for delicate paper surfaces to create these nice clean edges. I am so excited to show you how to create these sunset silhouettes, and make sure to share your work with me at Rich in Colors.